Today is the last day of May, and as we wrap up Asian, American, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we have a special story to share this afternoon.
Yeah, this summer, the Cygnet Theater is presenting their musical Tick, Tick, Boom from popular Rent composer Jonathan Larson. And for the first time, the lead in the production is Filipino-American. And joining us to talk about the musical, Rafael, who plays Jonathan. Great to see you, AJ.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's just talk about this musical. We were just talking just a moment ago about when you got the role versus when you start prepping for it. Give us the rundown of all the lead up to it.
Absolutely. Getting the role in February and then having the time to just listen to the soundtrack. I secretly asked for the script early, because I needed to prep. This is my first professional lead role, with this much material. So to kind of get familiar with everything has been a journey, and we start rehearsals next week.
So tell us a little bit about the story.
Absolutely. Jonathan Larson, who's the composer of Rent, he wrote this pre-Rent, and it's a rock musical, something that musical theater never really heard much of before he started that. And it's about love, friendship, and him wanting to just write the next great musical, and him finding his place in the world to tell this story.
So this is, if anybody's heard Tick, Tick, Boom, that's because it was a movie not too long ago. Tell us about that connection to now bring it to stage.
Yes, so Lin-Manuel Miranda, Hamilton, he directed Tick, Tick, Boom on the big screen on Netflix right now, and it stars Andrew Garfield, who actually got a Best Actor nom at the Oscars for this role. So getting to watch that movie and watching like bootleg clips on YouTube and stuff, just getting to prepare. I have all these different perspectives to then put it in my own body and tell it from my perspective.
I have such a respect for how much work it goes. As you know, I love the theater, I love watching musicals, and I imagine you're just putting your heart and soul in it. And so how will you really embody the role? Does it take getting the audience feedback and being up on that stage, or do you feel like you're ready to go?
I mean, sometimes it's like when people put on the costume, right? But for me, I've been internalizing it so much these last couple months and just being very excited to take this on that I feel like I'm excited to get started on Tuesday and just be John in any way I can,
It's kind of neat, probably a nice little help that the movie exists, the musical, you have the music to work with, you have something to look at, Andrew Garfield, to say, that's how this role can be played. How much do you use that for, this role versus how much do you make it something that you interpret?
Yeah, I mean, I can only really use that to an extent, right?
Yeah.
And when I get into rehearsals with the director and the music director, they'll really help guide what that vision is for me. But also me as a Filipino-American, I have a different perspective on what the text means to me. So it's gonna be a unique way we tell it regardless.
What about your background as far as musical theater and your musical background? What do you all bring to the stage?
Oh man, well, I'm really known for being a singer-songwriter on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2006, since the beginning of social media. Day one, really, year one.
Almost.
And me playing my own music and composing my own music and connecting with John in that way, even though he's passed away, seeing his legacy, and that's something I want to do as well. So.
Interesting, because you said you have like 1 million followers on YouTube.
Yes, 1 million subscribers.
How have you seen maybe the different ways that we tell stories evolve? That whereas people, when we were growing up, and back in our day, used to be, I want to be a movie star, I want to be a TV star, but it's like, I want to be a YouTube star. A lot of kids say that. How is that compared to now going back to kind of the old school way of doing it on stage?
Oh man, back in the day when I was making YouTube videos, all my aunts and stuff, they're like, when are you going on American Idol? Things like that. But I'm like, man, I'm having this organic fan base, people online, and now evolved into like TikTok and, uploading stuff on Instagram Reels, and me kind of not having a boss or anything, just like putting the video content that I want and then booking shows from it.
But yet you're still doing the stage and going, to something we've been doing for hundreds of years.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that I do bring kind of a unique perspective of both worlds. I played in the backyard shows and wanting to get my music out there, and then also, had live stream where thousands of people are watching me, and played live on stage as well. House of Blues San Diego last year, So all these perspectives going into Tick, Tick, Boom, I think will be fun.
Wonderful.
Well, you have made me want to see it and want to check out your YouTube channel as well. So everyone else, Rafael, thank you so much for being here. We're so excited for you. We still look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
And if you want to learn more or buy tickets, we have a link for you on our website at fox5sandiego.com under the Scene On tab.
Awesome. AJ, thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.